Let me ask you something. Have you ever told yourself, from tomorrow, I'll study 6 hours, wake up early, and fix everything? And then 2 days later, you're back on your phone at 2 a.m. Yeah, that happens to almost everyone. The problem isn't that you're lazy, it's that you're trying to change your entire life overnight, and that never works. But what if I told you that you can completely transform your life in 2026 by improving just 1% every day? It sounds small, almost too simple, but that's exactly why it works. The idea behind the 1% rule is to get just a tiny bit better each day, because small improvements, done consistently, create massive results over time. In fact, if you improve just 1% daily for a year, you don't become 100% better. You become nearly 37 times better. That's the power of compounding, and most people ignore it because it doesn't feel exciting at the start. Now think about your typical day. You wake up late, check your phone, tell yourself you'll study later, scroll for just 5 minutes that turns into an hour, and by night you feel guilty and promise to fix everything tomorrow. But tomorrow becomes next week and nothing really changes. That's how people stay stuck, not because they don't want success, but because they try to change everything at once. The truth is, you don't need motivation. You need a system so small that you can't fail. Instead of saying, I'll study for 5 hours, just say, I'll study for 10 minutes today. That's it. It sounds easy, but that's the point. Easy things actually get done. Start with one simple habit. Study for 10 minutes, read 2 pages, wake up 10 minutes earlier, or drink one extra glass of water. Even on your worst day, you still do it. No excuses, because consistency always beats intensity. Once that small habit becomes easy, you slowly build on it. You don't rush it, you stack it. Maybe week 1 is 10 minutes of study, week 2 is 15, week 3 is 20. You're not forcing growth, you're building it naturally, like leveling up in a game. And before you realize it, you're studying for hours without feeling stressed or overwhelmed. At the same time, you also start removing bad habits by just 1%. Don't try to quit social media completely in one day. Just reduce it by 10 minutes. Or avoid your phone for the first 15 minutes after waking up. Small changes like this create space for better habits to grow. Imagine an average student starting with just 10 minutes of focused study. After a month, it becomes 45 minutes, after 2 months, over an hour, and after 6 months, they're far ahead of everyone else. Not because they're smarter, but because they stayed consistent. Here's the part most people don't realize. If you're not improving by 1% daily, you're actually getting worse by 1% through distractions, delays, and bad habits. So the real question is, which direction are you going? You don't need a perfect plan, you don't need extreme motivation, and you definitely don't need to change your life overnight. You just need to start with one small action today. Do it tonight. No overthinking, no waiting for the perfect moment. And then show up again tomorrow and repeat it. Because 2026 itself won't change your life. Your daily actions will. So start with your 1% today and let it grow.